I'm a girl boss. I'm an editing magician. I'm a clown. Hey besties, it's Nat back again with another video. We're continuing to work on my New England themed town core island of Nautilus, and we're also continuing to work on my campground area, which I started working on last week. I'll put a link in the card for you if you want to catch up for this video. But we need to create a road that connects the campground to the main street of my town. I'm sitting like kind of in between those two areas. There's like a forest area in between, and then there's like a long stretch of road and then a beach. You're gonna see all of that happen. Everything's gonna come together and it's gonna be great and you're gonna love it. We also have to work on this beach area right here, which is next to where I just was. So this is like a secret like beach decorating 101 video, but we're gonna get that done later on. So don't worry about that right now. Right now we're working on the road. We're gonna get these trees out of the road. We're going to decorate, we're going to make it feel all woodsy and rural, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. So grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get right into it. Hey again, besties, it's a voiceover Nat. That was a quick little intro segment. How are you all doing? How's your weekend going? If you're watching this in the future and it's not the weekend, how is your weekday going? I guess those are the two types of days, so I don't really have to worry about there being other types of days, unless it's like way far in the future and there's like new types of days that I don't know about. Anyways, we are clearing out this area. As you can see, I am having a bit of a hybrid flower infestation right now, particularly the purple hyacinths and the green mums. Especially the green mums. Oh my god. I said this in a previous video. I am the only person on earth who has the problem of having too many green mums. Like, who's having that as an issue? It's me. It's just me. No one else is having that issue. Yeah, I had to deal with that a little bit when working on this area. Right below this is my house, which is in a flower field of purple and blue hyacinths. And then right above this is my forest where I use the green mums. So that's how this area sort of ended up being the de facto flower breeding spot. Also because as my island gets closer to completion, I'm starting to run out of areas to put things that I can't put in my storage. And that has been a big struggle. The flowers especially, and when I'm trying to like stunt trees and stuff, that's why there's trees in the street, because there's nowhere else to put them. And I've basically been using this area behind my house to do that. I'm gonna probably clean up the little flower patch behind my house off camera because, you know, it's just filling it in. That's pretty much all I have left to do. But it needs to get cleaned up badly. But right now I am moving my flowers so that I can construct the actual physical road leading to the campsite. This is Colin's road. I think it's his it's the dark colored seasonal road, and I've been going back and forth whether I want to switch it to the light colored one for weeks now, and I still haven't decided. But if it suddenly changes colors, that's why, because I had a crisis and I had to change it. This was me realizing that it actually accidentally made the road too skinny, and I had to move it one space, which I did have space to do, but the issue was once again finding a place to put all the flowers, because I don't want to get rid of them, because like I'm gonna need them in the future. I don't know, I might need them. I need a lot of flowers on my island, so like I don't want to get rid of them, but at the same time I don't know where to put them. So that has been my struggle with this build in particular. It was just a lot of cleaning up. Which you know I love to do a little cleanup in my videos, but yeah, no, this was a lot. It was a lot. Another thing that was a lot was placing down this road code with all of these trees in the way. Obviously, this is of no help to any of you because you literally can't see it, and neither could I. So this is just a mystery for all of us, whatever was going on behind those trees. But I was just trying to place the edges of the road down, and I was too stubborn to just dig the trees up and put them back. I was like, no, I'm leaving them there. And I really did leave them there, and it really was a struggle to get this road code down, but I did it. I did do it. I also considered having it just be a straight shot going right to that other road and connecting, and having it be like a just a diagonal with no like horizontal area. But I'm putting the horizontal area in now, and I do like how it looks, but I am still considering changing it to like a full horizontal road just because I think it looks nice. But you want to know something that was a third thing that was a lot, was getting the audio right for this video. For those of you who don't know, I recently-ish moved. It wasn't that recent. I moved like 3 months ago, but I moved sort of recently to a new place that has way less street noise than my old apartment. And my settings on my microphone when I was at the old apartment were very different to accommodate for that. So now that I've moved to the new place, I still have, you know, exterior noise that I need to filter out. But for the most part, the challenges I'm facing with the microphone at my new place are different than at the old place. Oh yeah, I'm using this piece of the path to connect this diagonal piece to the part that's underneath the dirt, because if you place a tile that has any transparency on top of an in-game path, it will conform to the shape of the in-game path. But if you place one that's like fully opaque and has no transparency, then it won't do that. So that's what I had to do to get that to connect, which was a little bit annoying, but it worked, so whatever. But yes, I kept having the last, I don't even know how many videos, but since I've moved, I've been having like ups and downs with my microphone, and it's not perfect by any means. This is by no means perfect at all. But I just wanted it to sound like less tinny and weird. So I ended up going back and re-recording this video because I was upset with how the microphone sounded. And this, once again, not perfect by any means. This is by no means like the best audio you can find on YouTube. Absolutely not. But I just wanted it to sound slightly more pleasant to the ear. Though, to be fair, maybe the thing that's not pleasant are my own words and my voice, and not the quality of the mic. That's up to interpretation. Just like, oh, look at that. It's raining. Oh yeah, I remember what happened. It started raining and I time traveled a little bit later in the day to avoid the rain. Or maybe I time traveled to the next day. All I know is that my game is in July right now, and I was going to play the fishing tourney, which happened to be on the day that I was finishing building this. So I guess after I finish doing this voiceover, or whenever this video gets done, I'll go play the fishing tourney, unless I live stream after this, in which case I will not do that. I will play something else. But then I will play the fishing tourney later in my private time. Though, to be fair, there are times when I want to play like in-game events with you all. So let me know if that'd be something you'd be interested in, whether it's a stream here on YouTube or in Discord where we like play an in-game event together. I don't know, I miss doing stuff like that. I used to do, I streamed catching my last fish. That was really fun. Ooh, we're doing build things again. It is the fishing tourney and I am not fishing. I need to change back into my fishing outfit that I was wearing before. But I'm placing things down. I placed that car down to be like a car that parked to go hiking, and then I'm also putting the utility poles, but I ended up getting rid of them because I don't like how tall they are. I just want it to be like open to the ocean. It's like you're driving past this beautiful road by the ocean. There's lots of roads like that in Maine. Like I said, my my island is themed after New England. I grew up on an island off the coast of Maine. I know, very main character energy, but that's what my island is based on. So even though these are really not at all like a one-to-one comparison to the real life places, there are definitely places like this that I think, you know, I'm a little nostalgic for, like little like hiking trails where you pull off on the side of the road and you hike up a mountain, or like a road that's like going along the ocean, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just getting rid of this tree in the middle of the street and getting rid of some flowers that I don't like, and cleaning some more stuff up. Ooh, oh my god, I just remembered what I was going to talk about. I mentioned earlier playing games. The other day, the live stream we did playing Kirby's Dream Buffet, that was so fun. I absolutely adored that. That was such a fun time. I've been playing a little bit off camera after that stream. I'm still not very good, but I did win another online match and I'm very proud of myself. That was just a stream of me taking constant L's. Very embarrassing. I'm not a pro gamer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a pro gamer at Animal Crossing, a game where there's no actual winners or losers. But, you know, I can declare myself a winner at Animal Crossing. When I finish my island, at least. I should do that first. Oh my god, wait. You may have noticed a couple of seconds ago, my red mini car like popped into existence. Look at that! Look at that! It's like a ghost, and then I moved. This is why this build was such a struggle in the process of making it, because I am reaching the absolute limit on number of items I can have on my island. Like, really, truly, my island is rebelling against me, and she's sick of me. She's sick and tired after my stupid campsite where I have like 200 something wheat fields on the ground, and just in that area, not even accounting for the other wheat fields on my island, just in that area. It's like right up above here. Like I said, I'll link it in the card. It's a good video. It's a good video. And it's also really long, so if you need a long video to watch, that's the one for you, besties. But yeah, my island is rebelling against me, and that was part of the reason where I was like, I don't know how to make this build look cool because like as like a video, not necessarily as like a part of my island, but as a video, because I don't know what else to put, because like once I put down the items in the road, it's like that's kind of it, you know? Like I can't add more stuff, and adding more stuff to my island is actively making it worse. So I need to stop. Yeah, this is my flower beach. It extends all the way down by my house. I have a lot of besties. You have no clue how many green mums and purple hyacinths I'm dealing with right now. It's really great when you can catch a bunch of rare butterflies and sell them, but it's not really great when you need to do things like decorate your beach and it's not flower storage, and you have to move all of them and use a bunch of shovels and it takes forever. But you know, it's all worth it in the end to have all the flowers ready for me to go when I need to decorate, you know. And I guess the downside of having my beach full all the time, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But that is less fun than talking about Kirby's Dream Buffet, which I'd rather talk about because that game is so fun and I want to play it again. Like I said, I really want to play it again on stream, and I am going to win this time. I'm going to do a match and I'm going to win. I'm holding you all to that. Don't let me win. Don't let me win. I can win on my own, thank you. I'm going to win legitimately, and I'm going to have a pro gamer moment. I'm going to be pro gamer mode. Ooh, speaking of pro gamer mode, the time that I'm recording this right now, it is the Pokemon World Championships in London, in Britain. I'm sorry, British people, I'm sorry. After the last video, I'm sorry in this video. Anyways, it's the Pokemon World Championships, and I was watching it while I was working on this build. It was the last year that Pokken Tournament was at the event, which makes me really sad. Ooh, speaking of really sad, this is really sad what's about to happen. I'm gonna chop down the last palm tree on my island. So rest in peace, palm tree. You will be missed, but you don't fit the theme of my island, so you have to go. Anyways, it is the last year that Pokken was present at the event. I'm a big fan of Pokken Tournament. I really like fighting games, especially ones where you can spam buttons, and I really enjoy that. When I play Pokken in my casual free time, I am a Garchomp main. I know he's not super viable competitively, but you know, he shows up in tournaments. He was there. He was at Worlds. Lower down in the championship bracket in the Masters division. Love my big scary land shark boy. I'm placing these down on the beach, and I think I'm gonna I start off by putting a car down, sort of like there's beach parking, but it's like on the sand, and then I ended up replacing it with a boat because I thought the boat was better. But let me know in the comments if you prefer car. Oh, I'm sorry, I should. If you ever see a balloon in any of my videos that I haven't cut out of the video, I did catch it, or I did knock it down. Whether or not it makes it in the video or not, I did knock it down. I have to, it's a compulsion. And I also will be catching butterflies as well. But yeah, it was the last year that Pokken was at Worlds, which is very sad. Hopefully that is because they're working on Pokken 2 right now, but that is honestly, they're not doing that. I don't mean to be pessimistic, and I would love for this video to age poorly and all of a sudden Pokken 2 gets announced and I look like a clown. Actually though, right now, if you're watching this video when it goes live, Pokken is on sale on the eShop for like $30, and if you have the special expensive Nintendo Online, I think that you can play it for free, and there should be like a demo as well that you can download for free regardless. But I guess now is the time to get into Pokken, and maybe they're working on Pokken 2, I don't know, but oh my god, if you were watching that final match, the grand finals, oh my god, that was the most exciting thing I've ever seen in my life. I was on the edge of my seat. I feel like a real like esports spectator now, like knowing the competitors, knowing enough about the game to like understand sort of what's going on. There I was placing down the boat, and I think in a minute we're gonna start secret beach decorating 101 episode inside of this video, and I probably will put this video in the beach decorating playlist for all of you. If you need tips on how to decorate your beach, or you just want to watch me mess around and decorate my beaches on my very beachy island, you can check out that playlist. I'll link it in the card for you too. But yeah, we're about to jump into that. So this area turned out super duper cute. It's an extension of the area above it. I wanted it to look like they flow naturally into each other, and I finally found a place to put this wagon thing, the utility wagon, like the little picnic wagon thing. I'm so pleased that I found that little spot where I could just have it like coming down towards the ocean. And then to go with the theme of the wagon, to go with the theme of the picnic wagon, I put a picnic over here. I have a lot of picnics on my island, but I don't think that's not just a me problem, okay? We as a community have a bit of a problem with picnics, we have a lot of them. That's not just me. But yeah, I also used my normal, my light colored wheat fields, my light colored wood objects that look like driftwood, you know, the usual beach decorating stuff, along with the boat, and we'll add some decorations to that area later. But ooh, oh my god. Speaking of esports and also clowns, I did in fact watch the German baseball stream last night live while I ate my dinner, and it was very exciting. Once again, on the edge of my seat the entire time. And yes, besties, it is true. I was rooting for the clowns, and I am very embarrassed now. But you know, I gotta, you know, I'll stand by the clowns. I'm a ride or die clowns fan. I'll never stop being a clowns fan. Let me know. Let me know if you watched that stream and what you thought, and also who you were betting to win. And also just like generally like what you've been up to this weekend, this end of the week. I want to know. I'm curious. What are your plans? I'm nosy. I want to know. Tell me. And once again, any of you watching Pokemon, ooh, they're gonna have a promo at the end of Worlds for Scarlet and Violet. That reminds me, I've been talking about this in like the comments and on streams and stuff, but I want to play Scarlet and Violet on the channel, at the very least on the live stream. That like I really want to play them. I'm definitely getting Violet, and I definitely want to play it like day of release. So I don't know, besties, be on the lookout for that, I guess, in the future. Oh yeah, here we are robbing Kiki. I need to edit that entire neighborhood a little bit, so we're gonna do a little neighborhood reno in the very near future, probably one of my next videos to come out. But you know, it's the day of the fishing tourney, so I can always just like get some more fish related items really quickly and easily. Just gotta, you know, just gotta play the feud a little bit. But I was just putting some fish crates out here and the fish drying rack, you know, making it look a little, you know, a little more lived in, I guess. Though once again, every time I place down an object now, I have the fear of God put into me by the lag that it creates. But actually decorating the speech area was not so bad. It was really that area with the car next to the waterfall where my game was like, she was ready to turn on me at any moment, and I was very nervous the entire time. Okay, here we are working on the picnic. This picnic turned out super cute. I have not used this blanket since the outside of Marshall's house, which I also have to renovate a little bit. Just like a tiny bit. I have to change some things here or there. That'll probably end up going in that same like cool kids neighborhood video. You know, you have Genji, you have Marshall, you have Coco, you have Kiki. Kiki's not really a cool kid, but she's a girl boss, so I will include her in that group, and she does live also over there. But yeah, I got to use this blanket again. It matches perfectly with this other like diagonal sideways blanket, and I ended up putting a beach towel on top of the blanket, but it's the same color as the blanket, so it looks like you're just lying on the blanket. Obviously I was not the first person to come up with this by any means, but my mind. I also was putting down this adorable scooter because I don't use the scooter enough on my island. Though one problem that I came up with when I was working on this build, that I also noticed when I was working on the neighborhood around Fuchsia and Pecan's house, is the fact that there aren't enough diagonal vehicles. There are the two types of bikes, the mountain bike and then like the normal bike with the basket, and then there's the skateboard. But then all of the other vehicles are like straight ahead, so if you have a diagonal road, you can't have like a car going up the diagonal road, which is a shame. I know the game isn't gonna do all of that. That's doing too much for Animal Crossing at least, but I do wish that there was some diagonal car, or like the bike was diagonal or something like that. I don't know. I mean, by the bike I mean like the Vespa. I know that the actual bike is diagonal, and I ended up putting it on that little stretch of road. But I really did want like a car coming up the street really, really badly, but of course that didn't happen, and I am sad about it. But yeah, this took a little bit of messing around with. I just wanted to make sure that you could like lie on the blanket, so I was just testing it to see like where I could approach the blanket from, and I just put on some random beach music for the beach. We have a boba, we have some veggies, you can eat healthy while you're at the beach. We have a magazine, you know, all the essentials, exactly. This area I wanted to work on just because it's sort of like the visual as you look up from the street at the forest. So behind there is my Ghibli forest area, which I worked on in another video, which I will also link in the card. Look at me! Look at me! I'm a girl boss. I'm a girl boss, besties. Kiki can move out the way because I am girl bossing all over the place today. But Yes, that area leads to my Ghibli forest, and I wanted the transition between the different areas to be slightly smoother and, you know, have the visual from the road be slightly more cohesive. So I was just messing around with this area up here. It's really hard to get like trees and other taller objects to fit up there. So I was struggling with that a little bit, and I ended up moving some things around on the second level to add another tree, and I also added more purple hyacinths and white mums to this area to sort of fill it out more, connect it more to what's going on outside the forest. And also because the hyacinths are like a really tall flower, so they look really good on like a high up. They give a little more elevation than a normal flower would. I also just don't mind the fact that my white mums aren't grown in yet. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. You know what they are. You know what they'll become. It's fine. It's whatever. Once again, the only person on earth having the issue of too many green mums and not enough white mums. Who is having this issue? Only me. But yes, I will admit I didn't really want to time travel because I did want to play the fishing tourney. So we just worked with the white mums that we had. And once again, you know what they'll grow into later, so it's fine. Once again, I wanted to transition the forest area and the non-forest area a little bit better, which is hence the flower mixing and matching, I guess. That's been the biggest struggle with this area in the middle, this forest area, because the forest area is so like natural colors and like greens and whites. And then the rest of my island has all of these pops of purple and blue, which I love. I do love it. But connecting these two areas in particular has been just been a bit of a challenge. I'm sorry, I'm British people. I keep doing this to you. I apologize. I don't know what else to say other than I'm sorry at this point. I also threw down a bunch of bushes up here, which I haven't used in a long time. I was once again using that area behind my house to store all of my bushes. And now I finally have a place to put them, which is exciting, but I also had to run back and forth a bunch of times to pick them up because I was like, ooh, this is another place where I can put a bush instead of just grabbing all of them and going up in one go. But you guys don't have to see that because I edited it out. Look at me go. I'm a girl boss. I'm an editing magician. I'm a clown. I'm a clown supporter. What were we talking about before I start talking about the build again? I feel like when I start talking about the build in these videos, more and more as time passes, that I'm talking about one thing and then the build is the thing that's interrupting me and not the other way around. And that's not my intention necessarily, but it also is just the way that it is at this point. You know, I get on a tangent, I start telling a story, I start talking about absolute nonsense, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is a speed build, and I'm trying to like show you guys my techniques or like what I did. And I'm about to do, speaking of techniques, I'm about to do the tree trick, and it worked this time. It went flawlessly without a hitch. I did it twice. I did one on the top level and one on the second level, and I think it looks pretty good. And I think I need to make the tree at the front of this area a stunted tree, but I didn't have any stunted trees on hand, and I was like, I just gotta wrap this up. We just gotta wrap this up, call it a day. I'll switch her out later at a later date. But fun fact, stunted trees, you do not need to stunt with a fruit tree if they're on a cheated cliff. So there's a fun fact for you. I bet you could have figured that out pretty easily from yourself or from someone else, but you found it out from me, so look at that. We were talking about Pokemon. Yes, I want to stream Scarlet and Violet when it comes out, specifically Violet. Like I said, that's the one that I'm getting, because I want to ride around on Miraidon on the motorcycle really badly. I kind of want to try Splatoon. Don't hold me to this. Because Splatoon costs $60. And I also have to pre-order Pokemon. And I also have to save up to get a new Switch if I want to do the second island thing that I've talked about in my previous videos. And I also want to get the Crayon Shin-chan game really badly. That has nothing to do with anything for the channel, unless you guys really are clamoring for some Crayon Shin-chan. But I keep seeing pictures of it and it looks so fun. So yeah, no, that's just for me though. That's just my own personal, I want that game type of thing. So yeah, if I don't know, Splatoon hype. The game looks fun. Splatoon has always looked fun to me, but I just never got into it. And I don't know, maybe I guess now is the time to get into it. Did any of you who are like Splatoon noobs watch the direct or like watch like clips of it and you're like, oh, maybe I want to try this? I'm curious. I was watching Hey Daisy's recent ranking deleted villagers video, or not deleted villagers, but like ranking villagers that Nintendo has not brought back from previous games. And she mentioned how she wanted to get into Splatoon because she was talking about the Splatoon villagers. And honestly, they should bring them back when they release Splatoon 3, just like how they should bring back the Zelda villagers when they release Breath of the Wild 2, or the untitled sequel to Breath of the Wild. But yes, that was sort of like, oh, there's more people trying to get into Splatoon who've never played Splatoon, so maybe now's the time to get into Splatoon. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to like get with the kids. Like, what are the kids into? I don't know. I feel old. I'm in a big feeling old moment right now, just generally. I don't know, but also like young and like an inept baby. I don't know how else to describe it. Shout out if you're also feeling like an inept baby at whatever you're doing right now in your life. If it's recording a voiceover, if it's being an esports pro gamer, if it's an actual real job, just know that I feel you. I've been where you've been. I am where you are. But we're gonna get through this. You're not gonna feel inept forever. You have talent, and you have drive and the will to succeed. And I believe in you. Wow, that got really deep really fast. I feel like that's where all these videos always do that. It's either this or like when I'm on stream and I have like a rant about how kids need to be safe on the internet. Those are my two modes, okay? Motivational speaker and mom. Those are the two wolves inside of me. Here I am. I was putting down stuff because it was like, what if you like pulled your car up and you're about to go on a hike and you had like your stuff, you're like unpacking your trunk. But I thought it looked weird and dumb, so I got rid of it. But I'm adding cracks in the road and putting like weeds in there, and I keep running out of weeds, and then I have to go on like a Cap'n tour and get more, and I'm like, oh, I'm wasting my Nook miles, even though I have way too many Nook miles that I know what to do with. But that's because I did all that time traveling. Look at me, I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. Oh my god, we're almost done. I was placing down my beautiful bird shadow that I love so much, and then I think I may have moved something else around. I don't remember, but you gotta have your codes on the beach, bestie. It's very important that you have those. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And here we are at the end of the build. Look at that. And then I'm going to sit on this log. Isn't that delightful? But like I said, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this little build video, make sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know. It really helps me out. If you really liked this video, you can subscribe and hit the little bell to be notified every time that I post or go live. I post Animal Crossing videos here twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I've been so good about keeping my schedule lately. I'm very impressed with myself. But I also go live here on YouTube at least once a week, and I think after this video goes up, I'm probably going to go live playing City Folk, which is super fun. So if you're watching this the day that it goes up, make sure to swing by the stream and say hello. But yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram or join my Discord, linked in the description. And I hope that you have a lovely weekend, and I don't have anything else to say to you, so goodbye!